Big news in my opinion. This really caught me by surprise and really got me going, ooh, this one's going to be interesting. What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. And we have one legendary manager retiring again, Tony La Russa, who had came out of retirement before the 2021 season to manage the White Sox before health reasons sent him back into retirement. We now have another manager who had retired from managing back in 2019. He's returning now to the dugout as well. And this is a big eye raiser for me. The Texas Rangers, who had Chris Woodward fired during the season, and interim manager Tony Beasley was the only other candidate at the time that they interviewed for a manager. Instead, Rangers GM Chris Young, who played under Bruce Bochy when Bochy managed the San Diego Padres back in 2006, paid a visit to see the former three-time World Series winning manager. And he's gotten 4 pennants as well, too, because he was part of the 1998 San Diego Padres pennant-winning season when they would fall to the Yankees in the 98 World Series. He paid him a visit at his home in Nashville rather than give him a formal interview. And they came out of it agreeing on a 3-year contract. And Bruce Bochy, who again led the Giants in the last 10 years, well, in the last 11 years, well, in 3 of 5 years, led the Giants to World Series championship victories and several playoff appearances and several winning seasons, is going to be the new manager for the Texas Rangers, signing a 3-year deal with them. And this is pretty exciting. Again, the only other person they had really interviewed was the interim manager, Tony Beasley. Bochy had said in a press release, he's excited to be joining them. And over the last several days, he's had extensive conversations with Chris Young and other individuals in the organization. And I had the chance to meet with Ray Davis. Their vision and commitment to putting together a club that can contend and win year in and year out is impressive. And I became convinced I wanted to be part of that. If I was going to return to managing, it had to be the right situation. And he believes that to be the case with the Texas Rangers. And he, of course, has 25 years experience as a manager. He managed the San Diego Padres from 1995 to 2006 and the San Francisco Giants from 2007 to 2019. He has been part of rebuilding clubs, turning them into contenders. And of course, despite the fact that Bochy actually has a losing record as a manager of 2,003 wins and 2,029 losses, he also has some major successes. Again, the Giants had won 3 World Series titles, 2010, 2012, and 2014, being called the even year mini dynasty, which of course was mainly because of pitching. The Giants had decent offense, but not the most standout offense during those years. But the big reason why they won the World Series those years was indeed because of their pitching. And then, of course, 2010 was the year they actually defeated the Rangers in the World Series that year. He also was the manager for the 1998 pennant-winning San Diego Padres, who would fall to the Yankees in the World Series. And that was the last time that they did reach the World Series. Unfortunately, tonight, though, the San Diego Padres fell to the Padres. They fell to the Phillies, and the Phillies are now moving on to the World Series under interim manager, now permanent manager, Rob Thompson. Not Rich Thompson, Rob Thompson. Of course, again, earlier in the year, and then again, the hire represented a change of direction for the Rangers, as the club tended to hire first-time managers when John Daniels was in charge of baseball operations. Interim manager Don Wakamatsu ran the team for 10 games in 2018 and was the only one of the last 6 Rangers managers to have any previous MLB experience as a skipper when he was a manager for the Mariners several years ago. Daniels was, of course, fired himself in August, shortly after Rangers former manager Chris Woodward was fired then as well. And, of course, it caught them all by surprise because the Rangers did make some big moves last offseason. They picked up good middle infielders such as Corey Seager for shortstop and Marcus Semien, as well as John Gray. Now, Seager didn't do too bad this year. He stayed healthy. He has set a career high in homers. Marcus Semien did start off a little slow. He actually not slow, really bad. He's gone to a really bad start. But he picked it up. Had he been a little more consistent, he would have had another strong season. Nothing like his 2021 season with the Blue Jays. But although, again, I think it shows because they do have, Adolis Garcia, that low guy, I forgot what his last name was. The Rangers do have hitters. They kind of had the team they had back in like the early 2000s when they had Alex Rodriguez and Rafael Palmeiro, two names that have like asterisks next to their names. But they were a team that had all hitting, no pitching. And I think that's what the Rangers are going to have to try to improve on this offseason, of course, is pitching if they want to contend. Because they have the man now who knows how, who has experience with rebuilding clubs, making them contenders. Again, the Rangers have 6 consecutive losing seasons, and there's definitely pressure on both Chris Young and Bruce Bochy to make the Rangers contenders again in 2023. And of course, the expectations have been set a little bit higher with having Bochy hired, of course, as manager. This now also leaves just the Royals, White Sox, and Marlins without managers. As, of course, the additional hirings, recently we had the Blue Jays take the interim tag off of John Schneider. The Angels take the interim tag off of Phil Nevin. And the Phillies took the interim tag off of Rob Thompson as well. And look, they're going to the World Series now. So yeah, the Royals, White Sox, Marlins, not sure who managed them. We got some big names, of course, like Joe Girardi and Joe Madden out on the market. Mike Matheny also is open for a managerial job as well. Even I did read a rumor that the White Sox apparently could interview Ozzie Guillen and bring him back as manager. We'll see how that one goes. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited. The Texas Rangers are a team that I have gone behind a few times, especially 10 years ago when they were a really good team for the World Series. And of course, mainly because they've never won a World Series before. Maybe Bruce Bochy can make that happen for sure. This makes me excited. I definitely was a huge fan of Bruce Bochy as a manager when he was managing the Giants and what he did for that club too. Like I said too, what was interesting about them, they won the World Series mainly because of their pitching. Hitting was, like nothing extraordinary. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like that outstanding. Again, their pitching though. Their pitching is the reason why they won the World Series those 4 years. So, hopefully Bruce Bochy is able to, turn around another rebuilding club too. Because again, they got the names. They have some big names signed up long-term on that team. Let's see what he can do though. I'm excited for this for sure. This could make the American League West a little more interesting. Like, we still have the Astros contenders. We have the Mariners who are getting back into contention as well. Hopefully that keeps up. Now the Rangers get back there as well. And remember also, there's 12 teams now in the playoffs. So the Rangers could still make the playoffs also. They could have 3 teams just right there that are going to be very interesting to watch, of course, in 2023. So guys, I'm intrigued by this. What are your guys' thoughts on Bruce Bochy being signed as the new Texas Rangers manager? Make sure guys leave your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure as always to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. And until then guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you all later. Please stay tuned as always for some more baseball news, and have a great rest of your night. And peace out, everybody.